Jeremiah, Mal.
How's it going, Dreamers? And welcome to another Friday afternoon. We are here in beautiful Iowa right now after some strong storms rolled through, but we're happy to be here with you. I'm social media coordinator Tucker LaBelle alongside my great friend, director of operations, Roman Weinberg. We're here for another Friday. We got 8 people in here right now already. Starting off good, guys. If you want to let us know where you're watching from, maybe you're a regular viewer or a new viewer, let us know over here on the side. We have some exciting and unusual stuff for you today, and just some fun stuff to talk about. Again, it is a beautiful day here, and we were blessed to not be really hit by the storm that took out Cedar Rapids pretty hard. So we our thoughts and prayers are with them as they continue to recover. And we are sitting here right now on a beautiful afternoon in a beautiful area. Roman?
That's right. It's throwing me off. We're on different sides this week.
This is different.
I just noticed that going live. I'm like, this feels a little weird. Dreamers, how's it going? Friday, August 14th. Beautiful weather. A little hot, but you know what? That breeze has been helping today.
It definitely has. I'm going to see if our chat is not working, guys, on our end here. But let me try to make sure I can just read your stuff here.
Yeah, technical difficulties. You got to love it on a Friday here. But we're trying to get it going, guys. So, Dreamers, if you have any comments for us, please let us know. And your feedback is going to be critical on today's episode because we have something pretty fun to talk about later on in the episode. But first, let's get to Major League Baseball news. There was a bench-clearing brawl earlier this week.
And it was quite entertaining. I think the most entertaining portion of it was actually the announcers' live feed of the event.
The A's and the Astros went at it fisticuffs on the field earlier this week. And what was the announcers? You paraphrase it, but you're pretty good at it.
It was pretty close to, this is exactly what they told them not to do. This is not what we wanted to have happen. Oh boy, Major League Baseball is going to be mad.
Yeah, so that's not 6 foot social distancing, I don't think. But you know what? We've talked about it on previous episodes. We knew that this was going to flare up because of the hostility that everyone has right now against these Astros. So you know what? Social distance or not, it's not going to deter other teams from letting their aggressions out on these Astros and letting their frustrations out.
And I will openly say, as a fan of Major League Baseball, as a college athlete, as a extreme competitor, I have lost all respect that I once had for the Astros organization. I also am not a big fan of the handling that Major League Baseball did towards them. You look at, obviously my Dodgers pitcher, Joe Kelly over here, gets suspended 8 games for essentially just, showing his frustration with them, whereas a lot of their players didn't have any punishment at all. Mm-hmm. And I think there is a genuine tension altogether right now across baseball towards the Astros. So they're a hot topic and obviously help us with the show as they are also very entertaining. We got a few pieces of the chat here. I'm watching live from my phone right now, making sure I get the chat for you guys.
We're not seeing it live right now.
So we got Frank Roberto. Hi, Roman and Tucker from New York. How's it going, Frank? Good to see you in here.
Happy Friday, buddy.
We got Mal coming in from Australia. Mal,
2 for 2 so far on my prediction.
And Mal, let us know what time it is there. I'm actually very curious. He says, howdy, Dream Makers. Question, what happened to the bird cage on the other field, or did you miss a payment and they took it back? That's pretty good. He was he's referring to the
batter's eye. That's correct. That's correct. So, Mal, funny story on that. So Monday we found out last week that the game was going to be canceled via our episode last week. If you haven't checked in, guys, you can find every Bringin' It Home show episode on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, Field of Dreams movie site. Go ahead and do that. Also, social media. If you're looking for us on social media, at Field of Dreams movie site or at FOD movie site, you can find us. And that's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok. TikTok is blowing up for us.
It just continues to blow up. Yeah. You want to see some 30 to 60 second cinematic short films that we've done. TikTok is the place to check it out. We got a few more here comments. Mal says, "G'day, Frank." Love that, Mal. Frank, how about the Strasburg getting tossed from the seats at Citi Field? I was just reading about that, Frank. That cracked me up. I didn't read enough into it to understand the situation that revolved around that. But to hear that a player was tossed from the seating area I believe it was section 125, if I'm correct. That absolutely cracks me up. I'm going to have to research some more on that. Bob Pritchett, our good friend from the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Greetings, men. Jeremiah Bronson made it back to Ames safe and sound. Love to hear that, Jeremiah. Frank, happy Friday, guys.
Hope you enjoyed your stay, Jeremiah.
And
fabulous.
for Mal's starting his day off with us right now.
That's
it is
great.
10:04 a.m. there in Australia for Mal.
Wow.
So you love to see a little bit of international.
You did not let me finish. The batter's
keep going. Batter's eye. This is the bird cage, Mal.
Yes. So Monday, the last episode last week, if you were listening in, I talked about getting an email from the communications department with Major League Baseball informing us that it had been canceled. That was shortly after the news broke, and it was a leak in Major League Baseball. So I'm sitting there, they're having conversations as I'm finding all of this out at literally a couple 100 yards away at the construction site. BAM Productions and a couple other contractors and consultants that MLB hired to run the event were meeting on how they were going to handle the project from there. And they literally had stopped work. So you had well over 100 people that were all told to halt their work and come in. They had a large group meeting over there for well over an hour. And I had talked with BAM Productions, and they were nixing everything the next day. They began to tear down. That's how quickly that happened. So within the week, Mal, yeah, it's gone. It's long gone, but to be constructed again next year. So we're excited. There are cell towers up for the game from AT&T and T-Mobile as well, and a lot of other facilities that are being torn down right now. There's a storm shelter that deconstruction will start on Monday of next week.
After they just almost got it up.
That's right. Yeah, 75% of the way completed. That's how it goes. So unfortunately, that's going. But all of that, again, to be erected next year for the game. Date to be determined and opponent for the White Sox to be determined, but we know it's the White Sox, so that's a good thing, and it's deserving. We've talked about the tide of the movie, and it's great to see a historic franchise like that who kind of had their spotlight, like the Astros, in a dark period for MLB, in a scandal for MLB history, that's coming back and able to redeem themselves kind of at the forefront and landmark where they were able to do that on the screen, the big screen in 1989. So pretty cool.
Which is another funny thing too, guys, is we've had a lot of local media and national media spreading the rumor that the Field of Dreams field is being torn down and destroyed. I can tell you I've heard that multiple times from family members and friends back home. That is nothing more than a false rumor. There are aspects of the temporary stadium that are being taken down, but the field itself remains. The general structure there remains. The Field of Dreams MLB stadium is not by any means being torn down. That is just something that's being spread around. So if you hear that, feel free to go ahead and debunk that and show your Field of Dreams knowledge.
You hear it from us.
You heard it from us. You heard it from us. We see it. We know it's there. It is very much still there, and it still looks very prime.
We've said it from the beginning, and the press release from MLB, if you pay attention to, says that the field will be a permanent structure. Everything else is temporary. That still is the case. So that field will remain, and they will have MLB will have their consultants and contractors, their third parties come out and maintain the field and keep it looking magical for next year's game.
And I will also tell you, interesting thing, reading into the home of the Toronto Blue Jays in Buffalo, New York. The Blue Jays are playing at, I believe, their AA affiliate stadium in Buffalo. And, you know,
I listened to that first game, their first home game on Tuesday.
And, you know, reading into what they have done to, in a short period of time, construct this minor league stadium to be somewhat of a resemblance to a major league stadium is absolutely remarkable.
It is.
And the group behind the entire thing is, lo and behold, BAM Productions. So our good friends who are over here at the field, from what I understand, they hopped from there to there and they worked on that field a little bit.
I can't imagine it. It was like 21 days that they had, and within a couple of weeks, the amount of work that they had done to transform something that was untouched and unused, because minor league baseball is next for this season, was pretty much brought to life within that short amount of time.
It looks fantastic. I mean, if you
it looks like a professional park. They take a lot of pride in it.
Oh, it's breathtaking.
And in fact, who was there last year was our friend from Canada, Rob Daniels, and was there with Dwyer Brown. who made an appearance at that
He
park
was
last year.
reporting. He was reporting live for us from Buffalo. And if you guys aren't familiar with Buffalo, it really, it's a stone throws away from Canada. And to be able to draw, a crowd that is already Blue Jays fans and bring the major league team there for the season, there's no fans there, but the atmosphere around that city right now, and to bring Major League Baseball to a city that didn't have it, I have to say, I think is phenomenal.
Yeah, they have a lot of pride in it. I know that for a fact.
It's amazing. And what I didn't realize, I could stand corrected on the position, but I believe it's the Blue Jays manager. He actually spent quite a bit of time as the manager for the AA team at that exact same stadium years ago. So for him, it is very much a full circle journey to be back there into what is now a transformed, gorgeous, gorgeous stadium. A couple of comments coming in here. Bob Pritchett, Tucker, you look so much older than you did last week. Bob, being 21 is phenomenal. I have nothing.
How was your birthday?
It was phenomenal. Roman and I had a great time. We went out with some friends and really enjoyed it.
And we actually do like each other. We're not one of those duos.
That's exactly it.
Screen's done, gone.
If you see one of us out in town, there's a good chance that you'll be seeing both of us. Roman's wife, my girlfriend, you'll be seeing, both of our families. You'll be seeing a lot of our counterparts interacting with each other as well.
But it's true to the Field of Dreams, right?
Yep.
I mean, we truly are a family. We're a tight-knit unit there. We love to have fun, and that's the nature of the site. So we do that outside of work too. We work hard, we play hard, we enjoy what we do, and we enjoy working with each other.
We do. We do. There's something you guys can see that from it. When you're on site. If you see us walking around, chances are we're, ideas are being bounced off of each other, or something is forming that's going to turn into something.
And hopefully we're cracking a smile.
That's it. At the end of the day, you say you can put a smile on somebody's face. That's a great accomplishment for us, and it's something that we get to enjoy and embark upon every single day, and it's just fantastic.
I will say, heading back to the Toronto Blue Jays note, for those of you, there were quite a few of you that were hinting to us and messaging us. I don't know. From Facebook,
yes,
I can certainly attest to this, but a lot of you were definitely going ahead and basically for us, you were bringing forth the suggestion about us hosting the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes, that was a lot of you were advocating.
You were advocates for us, and we would have loved to make that happen. However, their affiliates obviously take precedent.
On top of that, our proximity to Canada is not great. I think that is probably a factor in that as well. Mal, also please pass a big thank you on to your ground man. Always making the field look great.
Al Steffen.
I believe you may have met him, Mal, when you were here last year, but that is Al Steffen. Oh, I'm bumping the table. Al Steffen is, the godfather of the field in many ways. He is the individual who has poured his life into keeping that field beautiful. Every single day you see that man out there, and it's an art form for him.
It is.
It is something completely amazing to sit back and see Al prepare that field. We actually have some footage I want to get and release soon here of his preparation. Al actually went viral on TikTok.
He did.
We made a TikTok of him, and he went viral very fast and proceeded to tell me that many of his family members had found him on TikTok, not knowing it was him at first. So kind
over
of
100,000 views.
Easily. I'll tell you exactly where we're at on the Al Steffen video. But I will tell you guys, if you haven't checked this out yet on TikTok, if you don't have a TikTok, it's worth downloading just for this. Our account name is at Field of Dreams Movie Site, and just the video of Al. Al's video is one of those fun ones, but it has 83,000 views on it. So you talk about bringing him into the spotlight. It's fantastic. There's a video of Roman and I reenacting one of the scenes.
Wait, I have to play it.
You have to play.
We'll have to see.
Go ahead and give him a tease.
Hey, Tucker.
Yeah,
Want to have a catch?
I'd like that.
We're not going to win any awards for that, but
cheesy acting, we got it.
Yeah,
we got it.
It was great.
We do, and it continues to go on. TikTok has been a phenomenal platform for us from the media side. Our highest reaching video was just weeks ago. I shot. We're at 393,000 views. So you talk about what's happening here and the way we can reach audiences, and this is just another way to do it. We're in a visual business, so this helps with the visual side of things quite a bit. It's remarkable how much it does for us.
Instagram does wonders for us as well. When you have something as iconic and as gorgeous as the field, it really sells itself. So, it makes our job incredibly easy because the material is just never ending for us.
Absolutely.
We have constant events throughout the summer, this year being the exception with what's going on. But typically in a year for us, we have our Go Sunday shows. We have our Team of Dreams event. This year we would have had our MLB game, next year to be. So, a lot of exciting things. And for us, we have so much footage there, just weeks of content. For example, our First Responders Appreciation Day. By the way, we were able to raise over $4,000 for first responders. So that was a blessing for us.
It is. Mal, also something big is coming your way in the next few weeks from Australia. Mal,
That's a teaser. We're ready.
I am
We're
beyond
intrigued.
Curious as to what you are sending.
We are intrigued.
I'm guessing maybe some Vegemite. I'm thinking something along those lines. Correct me if I said that wrong, Mal, but that's fun. That really is, and we look forward to seeing whatever that is. I'm kind of eager now.
Well, you need to tell me what that is. Vegemite?
I believe is it Vegemite?
Vegemite?
It is a.
Correct us, please.
I want to say it's a paste that you put onto crackers and food,
like a jam,
kind of like that. It has a very distinct taste, from what I remember. You can correct me again if I'm saying that wrong, Mal, but I believe that is what you had told me, and I have several other friends from Australia who are basketball players at my college who have also referenced the exact same thing to me.
Nice.
So that's kind of a fun one there. Frank says, I watched some of the Jays game during dinner tonight on Fox 1, and it looks like they did a good job from what I can see. Absolutely.
They did.
I'm going to have to catch a game just to see what they have done. I actually, really like the Blue Jays organization. I went to their spring training facility in Florida when I was, 11 or 12 years old. It is one of the most historic spring training sites that really feels like it's stuck in the good times of baseball, that you have to respect an organization for, upholding that natural value. So big fan of the organization there.
I need to head out there.
Plus, I love their uniforms. Not gonna lie.
There you go. Yeah,
like good colors, good uniforms, no doubt. Mal says it is the food of the gods. So we are saying it correct. It is Vegemite.
There you go. The food of the gods.
From what I understand, you Australians do love your Vegemite. So that adds up a little bit for all your dreamers out there.
There you go.
Tuning in from other places. Mal is our resident Australian. So he is giving us a little bit of Australian background there. But Roman, the hottest topic today is a very funny topic and a very lighthearted one that I hope you all enjoy. It is our favorite mascots, the most unique mascots. We're going to go out there and show you some mascots, guys.
We're excited. First, let's start with Tucker.
Okay, so let me give you the backstory here,
okay,
guys.
Here we go.
So here essentially is what it is. So I have lived a little bit of everywhere. I'm originally from Southern California and really grew up in Ohio. But I have a lot of family down south in Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana. And I spent, a majority of my summers as a young child in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, Chattanooga, Tennessee has a special place in my heart. It will always be a home away from home for me. It's a beautiful part of the country. Mm-hmm. And it's also home to one of the coolest minor league organizations, the Chattanooga Lookouts. Now, the Lookouts are named after Lookout Mountain. And Lookout Mountain is perched in the background when you're watching a game with the sunset in the pink sky illuminating. You can see Lookout Mountain. And I actually lived on Lookout Mountain for a short amount of time when my grandparents were there. And that was used as a lookout during the Civil War to see the entire battles raging below. You were given the sense of the gods where you could see above the clouds and everything else with the elevation. So the Chattanooga Lookouts were named after Lookout Mountain. And they have a very, very distinct I'm going to say unusual mascot, one that might bring you nightmares, but it holds a special place in my heart. And I think it's a very goofy looking one. And that is Louie the Lookout. That is Looie. And it is a very interesting looking mascot. As I was telling Roman a minute ago, they have a family of mascots. They have the mother mascot, the child mascot, and Louie being the father mascot figure. Well, the child mascot is generally portrayed at about a 4-foot height, but it has the exact same size head as the rest of the mascots, and I'm going to be honest, is pretty creepy when it walks up to you and you see this little bobbing head come up. So the Louie the Lookout factory family that exists in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and that aspect of the Southern League of Minor League Baseball is a very, very fun one.
That's awesome.
And in the same exact league.
Yeah,
you have
that's it.
Crossing right into the minor league there.
Yeah, it's a great segue into my choice. So I have no direct connection with, minor league baseball in this area of the country down south, but have been to Midwest minor league teams. And the Clinton Lumber Kings, I was very close to selecting their mascot, champions of their league last year. However, going to go with down south again. Same league.
Same league.
Yep, same league. And going to go with the Montgomery, Alabama minor league affiliate of the Rays. And that is the Montgomery Biscuits. So,
and I will tell you, Roman, I've seen many, many Montgomery Biscuits games.
Really?
They are a very good organization.
Are they?
Yes, they're very awesome. Skilled continually.
So I'm going to go ahead and show you this picture, and it's quite humorous. And I'm not really sure how to respond when you see that. But it seems to be some kind of an elephant. And it's actually supposed to be a pat of butter as the tongue. And
this is a newer installation, I believe, to their mascot family.
It is.
They used to
it's been adapted.
They used to have a massive biscuit that looked like a walking pancake.
Yes.
So I have to say this elephant-like
that's
creature,
why I had to choose it, because it was so intriguing. I knew that they had a former mascot, and why they went from a biscuit, which is their name, to an elephant type. It kind of, you know what? It kind of emulates an anteater.
Is it an anteater?
It might be an anteater. It looks like it. And correct me.
What is the Brooklyn Slices? Oh my gosh. Well, that might be the most interesting mascot ever.
That could be. Okay, so this is actually a one-game promotion, Brooklyn Cyclones, but the so-called Slices were simply too greasy.
Funny how that goes. The Brooklyn Cyclones were our minor league team of the week.
Yeah, they were. They were awesome. So small world, and that was a one-game promotion. But I want to take a, if we're gonna take a step back and a jog down memory lane, let's go back and test your knowledge, dreamers. So my Major League Baseball, and if you're talking about Major League mascots, I'm going all the way back to the 70s and 80s of an Atlanta team, the Atlanta Braves, and they had a horrifying. And it's actually rated one of the worst Major League mascots in Major League Baseball history. It is the Atlanta Braves bleacher creature. So isn't that terrifying?
I think the lady in the background might add a little bit of context to how creepy this figure is.
Correct. And it's like a possessed M&M. Or a Skittle. I have no idea, but that's frightening. For those of you that are wondering what the current mascot is, that's the Philly, so it's similar to it. I know the resemblance was uncanny. In fact, I didn't know originally when I saw that. I didn't know if there was some connection between them and the Phillies.
Very much so. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I will also say,
what's your favorite mascot, Dreamers?
Yeah,
we want to hear it.
Let's hear it down below.
Share them away.
I will say the most interesting mascot across sports that I've ever seen is the Oregon Ducks for a season.
Oh yeah.
Introduced this night duck that was it was Iron Man in duck form with a very menacing bill and a jaw that was made out of a horror movie. Oh. And they introduced that for about 3 games until people said that it was the most horrifying thing they've ever seen. It stood about 8 feet tall, and it was scary when it walked up to kids. So lo and behold, that Oregon Ducks mascot did not last much longer. However, it was a cool Oregon Ducks Iron Man.
Not surprising. Wow, that's awesome. I really like, being from Iowa. I am a huge University of Iowa Hawkeyes fan. So Herky the Hawkeye, Herky, you play a special place. You hold a special place in my heart, my friend. So thank you for all the memories going to Hawkeye basketball and football games through the Big Ten. Sadly, no football this year. But University of Iowa, you voted to play anyway. Not going to happen, but at least you voted against it. So.
Frank says the San Diego chicken is his favorite. Frank, I have seen the San Diego chicken in person. I would have to agree with you. That is one of the most fun major league, mascots that's out there. Obviously, minor league is known for their bizarre mascots and creatures, but major league obviously gets a little bit more creative from what I've seen. There you go, the San Diego chicken.
That is perfect. Oh wow, he's
I believe I was
doing
at a game,
a little yoga.
I was at a game probably around 2013, Frank. And they brought back a similar mascot as a tribute, from what I remember.
There it is, the San Diego chicken. Look at that. flexible beak. That's impressive.
Speaking of San Diego, the Padres are on fire right now. So the San Diego Padres are having them quite the season. They beat my Dodgers. And I will say Dodgers and Indians, my two teams, are among the top right now. So I'm having a good season so far.
You know who else is red hot?
Probably your Cubs.
My Cubs. Yeah.
There you go.
My Cubs are great.
There you go.
You know, when Kyle Hendricks goes off with a full game shutout to start the season, I mean, the starting rotation for the Cubs has exceeded expectations so far this year. Definitely living up to the hype, and they're seeming like each one is trying to outdo the other the next game, which is good. I mean, it's healthy competition, and that's the sign of a team that's out there to compete and out to win and hungry. So, you know, you have a couple of teams. So far, though, I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of teams that are shockers that are ahead of everybody. I mean, the Twins, no-brainers, right? I mean, they proved last year, 100-plus win team. Not a surprise that they're doing extremely well, and with the acquisitions that they made during the offseason. So growth there. I still think that there's an optimistic side, but I'm cautiously optimistic for my Cubbies because I still believe that the bullpen is absolute garbage.
No, I'd have to agree. That's probably the
lowest ERA right now in the league. So, or at least they were late last week when I looked. So,
well, guys, we are at the 26-minute mark now. We're going to move on to some final thoughts here before Roman's laptop dies on us. That's a very honest opinion, but we are 5%. This is a good longer show, guys. We've got to touch base with you a lot and talk about something very lighthearted in times that we need it. So we are excited to have been able to sit down with you. Any final thoughts, closing thoughts?
Yeah, my final thought, you know, I think about times that I wish I could have back. And, you know, for me, I feel for the graduates this year, you know, with COVID-19 and everything entering the workforce. And for me, that kind of brings back selfishly my graduation party. That was at the Field of Dreams. So it was lucky for me. I started as an intern there and I was working there at the time. So the Field of Dreams obviously holds a special place in my heart, but I've never stayed overnight at the Field of Dreams. That's one thing that I wish I could do, and now is a better time than any to do that. The month of September,
shameless
50% off, Sunday through Thursday. That's right, shameless plug. Friday and Saturday, 25% off. So definitely a great package. You get the field to yourself, the home to yourself. You check in 5 p.m. Checkout is 9 a.m. the following morning. You get complimentary home tours of the main floor of the house. You get to turn on the lights if you have kids. What better moment could you have in your life than having your kids turn on the lights at the Field of Dreams, right? Pretty special moment. So once in a lifetime opportunity, a fantasy destination, and definitely a great vacation rental if you are looking for one. That's right in Dyersville, Iowa, Field of Dreams movie site, and you can call us or look it up on our website, fieldofdreamsmoviesite.com, for more details.
That's about all I have, too. That's a good ending point right there.
Awesome.
Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the folks of the Cedar Rapids, Iowa area.
And Des Moines.
Yeah, and Des Moines and across the state, guys. You've seen the satellite images of how much of the farms were affected by this. And you know, we were lucky to stay safe here, but we truly do have our thoughts and prayers going out to all those there. If you're feeling generous or if you want to help, I know there's a lot of organizations set up right now to help those without power. I know I read about a man who is on dialysis and needs power to live. And so those heart-wrenching stories are emerging right now out of our state. So those are one thing right now that are in the back of our minds, and we feel blessed to have survived and came away from this in a positive light.
That's right.
But we do look to support in any way we can on their end. But aside from that, we hope you're all staying well. Hope you're all masked up and having a great Friday afternoon. We will circle back with you, as always, next Friday here from Iowa, bringing you guys all the latest news and strange developments. We'll get you more on that Strasburg story as well.
And if you missed tonight's episode, again, you can always go back to our YouTube channel and find us. We will go ahead and share this tomorrow as well, a recording. That link will be in our bio on Instagram. Also, we'll share it via Facebook and Snapchat.
There you go.
Excellent.
Thank you, dreamers. Stay well, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep on dreaming. We'll see you guys soon.
Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Any comments, any suggestions, let us know. DM us. Happy Friday.